Perfect. Let's get us to a standing position and we'll go up and down with 3 big breaths. And exhale. And take 2. Yes. And exhale. And take 1. And then you can start with this position. I'm going to go over the cues while we go up and down. But your knees are in line with your second toe. And you can add a little arm movement. Good. And you're exhaling down and inhaling up. You got it. Your heels are heavy. Your toes are light. Inhale and exhale. So you're building your glutes, your knee muscles, the VMO, tracking it. 5. And let's do 4. And 3. You got it. 2. And 1. Now stay here and just drop the right shoulder for 5. Hold that high. 4, 3, 2. Now drop the left shoulder. Hold that. 5, 4. Yep, your hands are on your thighs. 3. Yep. 2. Good. And then 1. And now we're going to take a stand, walk your feet together and do 10 calf raises. I just need to move it back so you can see my feet. Go up and down. You're lifting up both heels. Up and down. The knees are long. Up and down. And up. 4 and down. Warming up. 5, 6. Good. And when you lift, you're going to make sure each toe has equal weight. 7, 8. You got it. 9. And then 10. Now you can stand with a slight V and we're going to go up with one leg and back down. You can point and back down. Now you're going to try not to touch. 3. This is for balance. 4 and leg strength. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Do the other side. I can see my phone's going off. I'm just going to make sure no one's having trouble getting in. 1. Okay, good. 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. You can get higher as you get more flexible. 6, 7, 8, 9. You got it. 10. Now out to the side. The toes are all forward. You're going to lift up. Now this is going to build the bone density on this top leg too. We're building hip strength and bone density. Now your arms added on is harder. 4. You have a little ab tone here. 5. You're trying not to touch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other side. Now your feet are forward. You're going to go out and your toes are forward. 2. Your upper back's against a wall. 3, 4, 5. Whoops, keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we have one more way to balance before we go down. You can interlace your fingers, but if your hands don't interlace, just put them beside your hip. Now do lean forward on this one. And if you can get parallel, terrific. If not, stay diagonal. Do 10 leg lifts, just being graceful. 3, you're interlacing if you can. 4, your shoulders are open. 5, both knees are long but soft. 6, you'll feel the booty on both. 7, I'm going to look at you. 8, beautiful. 9, right hip steers down just a little. 10, and then switch it up. You're tall, good, strong. Other side, you're hinged, your body's long, your back is long. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then come back down. Now we're going to meet on the floor so you can go up with your arms. Your exhale is going to bring your hands down, your feet go back, and you can take a down dog. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit, so if you need to, go ahead. But basically you're in a down dog, walking it out. That a girl. That's it, Pam. I see you. 5, 4, 3. Yep. Yeah, this is a great time to adjust your camera. 2. Now both heels can lift up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You're going to feel your calves stretch. And then just hold a static down dog for about 5 counts here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Feels so good. Now shift your weight to your elbows and come into a plank. Hold. If you need to modify, go to your knees. Otherwise, you're going to go through the cues. Your elbows are very strong on the floor. Your ear is in line with your shoulder. You're making sure your head doesn't collapse. That's it. Dan, I was just going to say that. I love that. Yep, you did good, hon. You read my cue. Your belly pulls up. You're going to feel your knees are energized. They're not soggy. All your toes are on the floor. You feel your heels are straight up and down. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2. Now we are lowering our pelvis. This is the Sphinx, but if you want to make it a little bit higher extension, put your hands on the floor, press up. Now lift your belly away from the floor, and you want to scan your glutes. They're active, but they're not overly contracted. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. We're going to mix it up with a side plank. Let your elbow down. Go up. Now this is a 10 count, so imagine your back's against a wall. 10, 9, the way to modify is put a hip or a knee down. 8, 7, that looks really good. 6, 5, 4, 3. Now the challenge is 2, see if you can keep your knees off the floor, go into a front plank, knees off the floor, side plank, arm up against a wall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Both elbows down. Hold that normal front plank. 10, 9, you got it. 8, 7, 6. Now on the last 5, just pull your elbows towards your toes and your toes towards your elbows. Nothing happens. It's just an isometric contraction. 4, 3, 2. Rest your pelvis. Now place your hands on the floor and go up. And if you would like, now otherwise you stay in a Sphinx. Hold that. Belly pulls up. 5, yeah, adjust your neck. Make any adjustments you need. Good. 4, 3, good. 2. Inhale. Perfect. And now lower your elbows down. Now this time you're going to take plank. In plank, the option is drop the left hip a little and then the right hip. It's almost like you're listening to music and you tap your right hip down. So we'll take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your pelvis. And this time either hover your hands above the floor and lift up your back, or take your hands at your low back and lift up higher without your hands helping you. Even an add-on would be to lift up the toes. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Now, if you want to switch your hand position, you can. If you're just hovering, that's fine too. Lift up your torso, lift your arms, lift your legs. and then relax. Now we're going to take either a down dog or a child's pose. Please choose which one you need. Shake out your neck. Good. Good. Inhale. That's right. And then when you're ready, join in down dog and put your left foot on your right heel. And that way you're going to feel one stretch a little bit longer, a little bit more tension. 5 counts on each leg. 4. Good. 3. Notice how you can push a little more. 2, or press the heel down. Lower the other foot and put the right foot down on the left heel and hold. 5. 4. 3. 2. Now you're going to feel how long that is. Both feet come down and they probably feel a little longer now. Inhale. And then on the exhale, you can shift your weight forward. Lower yourself by getting your belly all the way down. And we're making a dynamic swan. So you're going to, without your hands, lift up and then add your hands to push. Only as high as you feel like you can comfortably go. Remember, the glutes are just active, they're not overly. Now lower your torso. You can rest your forehead or your cheek and then lift up both legs high. Now lower the legs, lift up your back, and then you can let your hands push you up. Now basically, you're going to work at your own pace. So it's an exhale down, it's an inhale up, legs, 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 and then your torso lifts, and then your hands assist you. Woo. And lower. Good. And then your legs. Good, Catherine. Just at your own pace, about 3 more cycles. Good, Cheryl. Yep. Yeah, just go as high as you need to. And Karen, you might pull your elbows to point towards the floor as you're pressing up. Or back towards your feet. Yeah. Heels, lift. Another complete cycle before we hold the swan up. Lower, your legs go up, and then when you go up in your upper body, stay there. 10. Good. Everybody looks so good. 4, 3, 2. We're going to lower down and take a set of swimming, which for most of us is going to be right arm and left leg up, left arm and right leg up. Now, if you need to make this easier or your neck feels like it's in it, and you can't relieve it, put your hands beside your pelvis. If you want to make it harder, all the limbs come off the floor, and you continue to do your swim. 10. Inhaling and release. Now, this is the next one. Your hands are 1 beside your pelvis, or 2 interlaced, or 3 holding on to your feet or ankles. Please choose what's appropriate for you. Good. You're either one. 5, 4. We're going to do it twice. 3. Your upper back might be lifted. 2. Now exhale to release, and you can choose which one to do. I'll go through the 3. It's either you can hold your hands beside your hips, interlace your fingers, or hold on to your feet or ankles, lift up. 10, 9, 8. There you go, Catherine. 7, 6. Yep. 5, neck is soft. 4, you're checking if you need to, shake it out if you need to. 3, 2, lower. Awesome. Okay, either a child or a down dog. Choose whichever you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to let our right shin down and lift up our left arm, and our left foot goes more behind us. Big lift and hold. 8, 7, there you go. 6, open up your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Now your left hand comes down, your left shin, your right arm lifts up, your right toes go behind you. Keep lifting up. And 2. We're going to take another inhale. And then exhale to come back down. Go back to that normal elbow plank where your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You can be on your knees if you need to modify, but if you can add on, push forward through your toes, drop back through your heels. Exhale, push forward through your toes, drop back through your heels. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2, and on the 1, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to turn. I'm going to remove my socks because we're going to do a tree possibility. If you would like a tree, your top foot can go on your calf or your inner thigh. And that's why I took the socks off. It's a little easier to hold that friction. So it's 10 counts, 9 counts, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you got it. 3, yeah, feel free to hold it longer if you need to. 2, and when you lower, it's the hip, and then the other side. That way you don't hurt your shoulder by collapsing in the shoulder. Your foot can be on your inner thigh, maybe your calf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Now we're going to go to the other side again. We'll do some more series. There is possibilities that you can just stay still in your plank, or you can add on what I'm going to add on, which is the elbow to knee. So if you're adding on, now you can do plank, or you can do elbow to knee, touch, extend. Exhale, touch, extend. Exhale, touch, extend. You got it. 4, and reach. And it is harder to go slower, isn't it? 5, 6, because it's more time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we go to the other side, and it is harder to go slower. So if you want to make it more challenging, go slowly. Arm up. Exhale. If you can't wait to get it over with and that's what you need to do, then do it. And 3, you got it. Stretch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower your booty. Take a moment. This is a chance to get a sip of water and to do a bound angle or whatever you're drinking right now. Your exhale can lean you forward. Yeah. It's also a chance just to shake out the cobwebs, just release any tension. You can scan your neck, see if you're accidentally recruiting muscles you don't want to, and let them go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you may decide to stay right here, but if you would like to do a reverse table or a reverse bridge, I'll show you from the side. This is reverse table, and this is reverse bridge. You can also just stay there in bound angle. So please find what first. You 10, you're up. 9, you're high. 8, you're looking down at your feet though. 7, 6, good. 5, 4, Good, lifting up, 3. See if you can lift a little higher in the hips, 2. And 1. Good job, that's it. So we're gonna come back to the elbow plank. I just crossed over my feet if that's the way you wanna go. Come back. Now once you're there, this is your choice. Stay put or point the left toes towards the wall behind you for 3 counts. Put the left toes back down. Point the right toes behind you for 3 counts. And put the toes back down. Energize the left toes behind you for 3. Put that back down. The right toes for 3. Place that back down. The left toes for 3. Put that back down. The right toes for 3. And we're going to do one more in each. Left foot for 3. And the right foot for 3. And then rest. Now we're going to go to the side. For this possible side, you're going to add on 5 legless abduction if you want. Please don't do it if you just need to modify. So if you're doing it, come up. The top leg could go up. 5, 4, 3. Feel how it's harder to go slow. 2. Hang in there and hold for 5. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now when you lower, your hip comes down. Switch sides. Plank Monday. Side plank. Now you choose. Lift up and down 5 times if you want that abduction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we hold. 5, 4, 3. Good. 2. Lower the hip. You got it. Come back to the other side. Elbow down. We're going to take 10 rotations with our hand at our head. Lift up, or you can stay put. Get ready. Lift your hips. Now you're like a wall is behind you. Rotate and put yourself back on the wall. I am going slower. I am changing up the speed so you'll feel more. 4. And your shoulder, you're making sure it doesn't just move all over the place. 5, your bottom shoulder. 6 is holding you up strong. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower your hip. We're going to go to the other side. And, all right, legs long, elbow under, hand behind your head. We got 10 controlled rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower the booty. Perfect. Now you can do the one of 2 things. You can take the legs out long in a stretch and meet us there, or take one reverse plank before you get there. So, or reverse table. So if you're doing the inner thigh stretch, go for it. We'll join you in just a moment. Or if you're lifting up, 10, 9, good, 8, 7, that a girl, 6, 5, 4, hips are lifted, 3, 2, then lower your hips if you were up, and let's take it out. Just do the best you can. If you need to sit on a pillow, you can. Yeah, and just enjoy. The whole spine gets a little flexion. The toes could pull up if you need more. Good. And I like, if you want to grab your toes, go for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just enjoy. Good. 4. You got it. 3, 2. Looking good. And inhale. And exhale. Good, Karen. You're going to gently come up. And I like to make sure I'm on the mat for this so my backbone has plenty of padding. Knees are longer, but they still are bent. Now at first, just come down until you test the waters on how low you can go without your feet kicking up, okay? So it may look different than the square next to you. You're gonna lower and you're gonna come up. You got it. Now everybody's different, but if you can lengthen your knees a little bit, it'll allow you to go a little lower. But if that makes your back act like a lever, a hinge, then just keep the knees more bent. Now you see I'm adding on a progression. You could do arms all the way behind your head, come down and exhale up. This is all just possible, okay? Now if you want, frame your face or your ears and come up and frame. And you're at your own pace. That's why I introduced it in layers. I just almost did a bad habit. When I went back, I almost lifted up my ribs. So if you notice you tend to do that, just keep your ribs connected to the mat. I have to adjust my pants. Sometimes that happens in these roll-ups and you have to pull them up. That's good. Arms frame the ears if you're doing that variation. And you could keep doing your variation, or if you would like one more, I have to get away from the wall. You come into a hinge. This is called neck pull. You hinge and then you roll down the last part. Exhale, come up, go over a beach ball. Roll up, hinge. Roll down. Exhale, come up, go over the beach ball. Lift up. Now roll down. 2 more of whatever you're doing. Up. Lengthen the spine, hinge. Roll down. 1 more. Peel up. Lift the spine, hinge. And then a full body stretch. All right. Feet on the floor or feet on the roller. You choose. The roller is going to be a little bit more demanding, okay? So if you want the roller, you can use it or onto your feet. Curl up and down 10 times. Hamstrings and glutes. Stay up in neutral. All right, if you would like to add on 10 little baby pulses at the top, but not so high your low back gets arched, just 10 2 or 3 inch pulses. 8. Now keep your feet there and open your knees a little bit so you're wide, and then do 10 little pulses high. Add our glute, hamstring. Now you're going to put your knees towards each other. They touch. Your feet are the same. 10 little pulses up. Now back in neutral, knees over the heels, lower down. At first, let's just take a happy baby. Hold the hands to the feet. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to let those little feet back on your roller or your floor. Lift up your right leg if you would like to add on and go up and down 10 times. If you don't want to add on, just leave the 2 feet on the floor. 4, 5, yep. 6, there you go. And maybe you could just try a few. 7, 8, 9, lower the foot. Now we're going to lift up the other. We're going to go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, lower that foot. Now, if you want to add on, lift up your leg and we'll do some leg pulls where you go down towards the front of the room and up. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the knee long, you're going to feel a little stretch here in the leg that you're working. 7, also love that ankle work we're getting. And 8, keep the booty even, the sides of your booty even. Lower that foot and then switch it up. Your left leg is going to do the lower lift 2, the point flex 3, the lower lift 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your left foot. Now your inhale is going to be a neutral pelvis. Your exhale is going to lower you down. Take your hands to your feet. Now this is happy baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, And then let your feet come together, and we'll let your knees open up. Now your hands can hold onto your feet, Catherine, if that feels better. It's either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, either way, you're gonna 5, you're gonna feel inner thigh release. 4, this way just is a little more back. 3, 2, good. Now we're gonna lift up both legs, and you're gonna take a corkscrew. To modify, you're gonna have a really bent knee, but to make it harder at first, let's just put our hands beside our pelvis and start circling the legs. Then you come up to vertical or 12 o'clock, and you keep the legs glued as you go the other way. Now, how big you go is going to make this harder. And you, if you would like, could add on a controlled pelvic lift. You shouldn't hear it pop or slap down to the floor. It's real slow up at 12 if you're adding it on, and real slow down. Your knees don't move. It's from your pubic bone pulling towards your navel. Up and then around. Good. You're just going to make sure you're not throwing your legs up there. Good. Nice. Nice, Catherine. I saw that one. And up. Good. And that was an option. So you could just do a slow circle if you want. Control that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then for a moment, take your legs in and hug. Now keep your head down and lift both arms and legs vertical, and then hug your shins. Lift both arms and legs slightly away from vertical and hug. If you want it hardest, lift up your shoulders. Keep your shoulders off the mat as you stretch out your legs and your arms, and you hug, and just stay up in the torso. Try not to come down and up if you're doing this. Look between your legs so that your chin has a peach or a grapefruit between it and the chest. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to take a hand to each knee and move the pot in a circle each way, and the other way. And then we're going to take the legs up. Now fingertips behind your head. Now at first, if you just want to do a 2-inch lower, try that. Ribs are down. Ribs are down. Legs are up. Now, if you want to do more, lift up your shoulder blades. Lower your legs towards the front and back. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for a moment, hug your legs in. Then switch your hands to your right leg only and take your left leg out, and then put your left leg in and hold it, and then your right leg, and then your left leg. And you're just going to hug one and push out the other. You got it, Karen. You're going to come up when you're ready. You're hugging. Yeah, lift up your shoulder blades. You knew what I was going to do. Pull your toes back. 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment. Now your hands are going to go behind your head, and if you want to just take a modification, do that right leg movement. Okay, the ribs are down. But if you want to add on, right shoulder towards your left knee, left shoulder towards your right knee, right shoulder to your left, left towards your right. You're feeling your belly pull in. Now you could add the toes pulling back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover with a full body stretch. Now, take your left leg long, your right leg long, like you're climbing a ladder. Reach your left arm long, your right leg long, climbing a ladder. And then leave your the left leg down, lift up the right leg. This is leg circle. Imagine you're drawing a clock on the sky. Your ribs are down, your shoulder blades are down. Good. Now go the other way and around. Now, after that 10th one, hug that leg in and just really roll that ankle. Big circles, 10. Big circles, 10. And really spread the toes. Spread, 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 spread. And then let's do the other side. Left leg up, draw circles. Good. Just see. 2, yeah, you got it. 3, you got it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now when you pull that one in, you can roll the ankle in 10 big circles. You're trying to keep mobility in those joints. 10 the other way, just really big. Now we're going to do 5 huge toe spreads. So spread out your toes, spread out your toes, spread out your toes, spread out your toes, spread out your toes. You got it. Now lift up the legs and act like you're climbing a bicycle. And if you want to inspect your toes, you can see how much that worked. You can see how wide they are. Okay, if you take your legs a little further, it is harder. If you would like to come up, you can. And back down, and you come up. Now, I was showing the hand beside your thigh, but if you want it harder, you can put your hand over your chest and cross the elbows and glue your elbows down. That a girl. Now the hardest, of course, is hands behind your head. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to use 1 to get up there and 1. Okay, perfect. Now you can cross any way you want to. You're going to get over your own body. Right elbow down. We're going to take a side, it's like a rainbow, but side lateral flexion, hand on the thigh. Inhale, up and slowly go over. Whoops. And down. Now you're not dropping your hip to the floor on these down parts. And 3. Your bottom shoulder is strong. 4. If you need to modify, put a knee down. 5. And you see I'm trying to do it slow and controlled. 6. Lift your hip. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do the other side. All right, you're going to take your elbow down. You can double up your mat if you'd like. You can take the hand to your thigh. Now slow and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 9. I know I'm trying to do them slow and controlled for more pain. You got that? Right, no more pain, please. Okay, this is going to be for fun. So just take your arm down and like a pillow, just hold it. Okay, now the legs are long, just for fun. Draw 10 circles. Keep your toes forward and you can feel your waist. This is just building some hip density here. And we're also helping those abductors, which help us balance, one leg stability. We all want balance, stability. And we all want bone density there. Okay, pull your toes back for the 10. Now your neck is soft. You're not really using your neck, are you? You're just letting it be underneath or on your head, on your arm for support. All right, you feel your abs? Now you're gonna let this leg go forward. Now this bottom leg's gonna lift up and draw circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then pull your toes back and go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do this on the other side. All right, this is going to be circles. You might think of a beach ball. 10 toe-pointed circles. You feel your waist pull in. Your neck is soft. Now pulling the toes back. You could make this bigger if you want to. I'm just offering a size. You can fine tune that size. Want to build the muscle and the bone and the abs. Now after the 10, you're going to take that leg in. Now the bottom leg is going to point. You might think more like a really big cantaloupe. And you can pull your toes back and go backwards. Okay, nice. All right, we're going to take the belly down and we'll hold one more swan here. So I want you to hover your hands, no help, just hover. Press your hands down and find your place. I want to stretch out those abs after we did this core muscles. So think about it as much about the front body stretch and long, so the abs won't pull you forward. So when people only do ab crunches and they don't do extensions, it's going to tend to draw the body forward. So we want to get that body long again. Feel your breath go to your upper back. Now, when you're ready, lower your spine and take your hands underneath your head, any way you want, cheek or head. Now, lift up the leg right, and then lift up the left leg. Lift up the right leg. And you want to think about lengthening your leg out of your body right before you lift it up. So you don't feel jam in the back, you feel a belly lift in the back. Yeah, you could add on, if this is going well, add on both legs lifting and tap the feet in the air while you keep the legs off the ground. This is going to be inner thigh, hamstrings, glutes. If it's not going well, go back to singles, okay? 10, 9, neck is soft, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lie on your back and take a hamstring stretch. I am going to grab my band and I'm going to tilt. So grab your band and I'm going to take a sip of water. If you need one, please do. We're going to do some stretching. This is a hamstring stretch. Then the rest of the body can relax. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Cross the midline. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can also take that leg out pretty wide or even a little bit. Just find a place to the side that helps you feel release. 10. Now we're gonna let that leg come back and just switch up which leg's in the strap. One leg is down and hold that normal neutral hamstring stretch. 7, 6, across the midline a little bit. Relax your neck and shoulders with your exhales. Where do you tend to hold stress? And then how about a leg out variation? Yeah. And 1, 2. We're going to take that leg back up. And then let's take the ankle to thigh, kind of like a figure 4 here. If you need to clasp your fingers on the shin, you can. If you need to clasp on the thighs, you can. Right ankle to left thigh. And if you want, you can roll the ankles even more here. They're free. Good. Good. And you might like a pillow too if you're struggling with the hip tightness. Yep. You don't even have to pull the hands in if you need, if you need a lesser intensity. All right, when you're ready, take that other ankle to thigh, reach through the window, and you can hold onto your shin or the back of your thigh. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, we're going to release and we're going to take a rotation. So I'm going to show a couple, but you can do whichever one you need. I'm going to show where your feet are on the floor at first. You cross your right thigh over and you hook your toes if they'll meet. If they don't worry. You can lift your hips and then lower the knees. Now the right arm could go out like a T. If that doesn't serve you, just go back to one that you know, like left leg long, right knee over. Now your gaze is going to be towards the right hand or shoulder, but you're going to let your eyes close. Feel that waist long. Five, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. Now as you exhale, we're going to realign that spine. Take your left knee over and maybe hook your toes. Your whole knee unit goes over to the right, your left arm goes over to the left. Five, four, three, two, and one. You're going to gently realign your spine, and I'm going to have us put the legs on the wall, but I want to show you a different one in case you want that option. You can do legs on the wall, or you can do legs wide in a gravity assisted stretch. You choose, but if you do legs wide, it's kind of like what we do when we're seated or when you're doing a stand-up yoga pose. So if this serves you, great. And a trick sometimes, if it's too aggressive, is you put a yoga block on either side and you kind of just put the brakes on. Just what do you feel, and listen to your body. If you're not sure, just put your legs straight up and down. So this one feels great to me without a yoga block, but everybody's different, so you just want to see what you need. Now gravity is helping us here, so you can just kind of let go. Arms overhead is another option, or palms face up by your hips, but just let your inhale go to your belly, diaphragmatic breathing, the bottom of your torso. And let your exhale release any tension you notice in the legs. Let your inhale go in through your nose and expand the diaphragm. The belly expands up, and then your exhale lets go of any tension in the back. Inhale. Now exhale, release any tension in the shoulders. Inhale. Release any tension in the eyes, the ears, the throat. Inhale. Release any tension in the scalp. And just notice how this posture feels to you for about 5 more breaths. And we're going to take another inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly start bringing your body back towards a seated position, one that serves you, where you're lifted up through your spine, but you're not really trying that hard. You're just kind of lifting up, gently dropping ear to shoulder. And if you want to add on, you can reach your arm down and your hand helps you. This is really gentle, so nothing aggressive on your neck. I love it. With that same side, just maybe tilt it towards the chin to chest a little. Yeah, that looks nice, Cheryl. That's a placed. And you can keep on going till eventually the chin's towards the chest. So if you find something along the way, find it. I'm going to put both hands back, elbows touch. Don't worry, we are going to go to the other side. Relax your shoulders. Even though they're helping you, they're relaxed. I'm letting go of the other hand, and I'm starting chin to chest diagonal. Reach your hand down. I'm looking at you. You might be, yeah, there you go. And then a little bit more ear towards shoulder on the other side. Relax the shoulder. I have to remind myself that cue, so it's okay if you notice it creeps up. And then when you're ready, you're lifting your spine up. And we'll just do a few of the havening technique, which is a way to increase delta brain activity. You can, once you know what I'm doing, let your eyes close or soften and just let your hands go over one over the other, and then you flip. You're going to feel the fingertips go all the way over the palm to the end of the fingers. So we'll just do a few here. Notice how that feels. Another wording for this is you're bathing the amygdala. So then you can cross your arms. Now from the shoulders, it is nice to do this with skin. So if you have a little wrap on, you can do this so your hands are on your skin. It's okay, it'll work without it. Shoulders to elbows, just barely, and notice and feel and observe and watch. One more. Now the next one is fingertips to the middle of your eyebrows. Smooth out your eyebrows, go underneath your eye sockets to the bridge of your nose, back out to your temples, and follow your jawline back to the bottom of your chin. Gently pick up the fingers. They go between the eyes, over the eyebrows, underneath the eye orbit to your temples and down until your chin. And then you come back to eyes, eyebrows, underneath. Your own speed is fine. Down, just touch, just feel that gentle touch of your fingertips. Self-soothing. We're doing a lot of different self-soothing techniques. We want to keep that parasympathetic system healing us. And over. And then just when you're ready, you can just gently place your hands over your heart and notice how you feel. Notice that sweet breath, that sweet calm. And who you are without your identifiers. We'll set an intention for the next few hours of our day. Whatever intention comes to mind, you're just creating an intention so the next part of your day is a proactive energy as opposed to reactive. And then let that be. Whenever you're ready, let your eyes open, come back into the room. Thank you so much. Yay, good. Homeostasis feels better and better, doesn't it? Right, Cheryl. But there's Puppy Dog, there's Lulu. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.